Hi, everybody. It's me, Bob, again. Thanks for coming back to my channel. I sure hope that this video would go viral. It really deserves to go viral after all of the work that me and my people have put into what we have been doing for the last 8 years. And of course, that has to do with Emmanuel Macron. But this video has to do with something that's going around the internet and around the news around the world. And that's about Bridgette Macron, Emmanuel Macron's wife. They're coming out with the story that Bridgette Macron has finally been proven to have been born a man. And of course, my people, we've had no problem with this, and we've understood this concept for quite a while now. Of course, the world is finally catching up to this. But as I said, we've heard this before, and we have no problem with it because we know the Bible. We know that the Bible says the Antichrist will probably be gay, and the Antichrist will have not the desire of women. So we have no problem with understanding that Bridgette Macron is a guy or was born a guy. But having said that, I think the most important thing about this whole story is something that I did a story on a long time ago, and it's interesting. It's in my radio interview that I did a few years ago, and we discussed the fact about the movie The Omen. Now, if you remember the movie The Omen, um, I forget the kid's name. What was his name? I can't remember his name, but Damien. Damien was his name. Okay, Damien had a caretaker and in that movie, and that caretaker's job was to protect little Damien, no matter what it took. I mean, she knew who he was and his destiny, and she would have died to protect little Damien. So it was her job to be the caretaker for little Damien because Damien was too young to take care of himself. He was just a child. Doesn't that sound familiar? I mean, Emmanuel Macron, I think, was 14 when he got involved with the Brigitte Macron, or Brigitte, it wasn't Macron at that time. And they got married. And I did a little story that it was Bridgette's responsibility to be the caretaker for little Emmanuel. And her job was to protect him against everything. And I even did a little story that when Emmanuel became the president of France, he turned around and probably said to Brigitte, I could take it from here. Thank you for the work that you've done, and I could take it from here. So we're not at all surprised at this new discovery that France has just discovered, or maybe they even suspected it before. I don't know. But Brigitte Macron was little Emmanuel's caretaker, and that was her job or his job. We're finding out right now. And the whole thing was a cover story. I guess they thought that Emmanuel needed a wife and to become the president. And of course, because he was gay, well, I don't know what better cover story than to marry Brigitte, who was transgender, I guess they call it, who was really a guy. So for us who have been following the little Emmanuel Macron for the last 8 years, none of this surprises us. And this video should go viral, and I hope it does. So the rest of the world can understand what we, Emmanuel Macron, is the Antichrist followers, what we knew all along. Okay, thanks.